Abbott reversing course on his executive order, now mandating mandatory mask wearing for all counties with more than 20 positive cases.
It is a major turn in this new guidance. The governor allowing fines for violators only after a first warning. Fines would start at $250 for a second offense and $250 per additional offenses. The governor says violators cannot be put in jail under any circumstance.
The governor has also given mayors and local judges the ability to impose restrictions on outdoor gatherings of more than 10 people, with a few exceptions. Those new orders coming down right before Mayor Ron Nirenberg and Judge Nelson Wolf and local hospital leaders came together to update us on current states of COVID-19 in Bexar County hospitals.
Our Devin Clark was at that news conference earlier this afternoon. And Devin, what was the message today?
Well, Tim and Ursula, city, county, and health officials announced that COVID-19 is spreading rapidly and that our local hospitals are nearing capacity. They say it's up to all of us, every single one of us as individuals, to help prevent our hospitals from becoming overwhelmed. Today, they announced another 374 cases of the coronavirus here in Bexar County and another 4 deaths. 1,074 patients are in the hospital right now, 332 of them in ICU, and 180 of them are on ventilators. 87% of hospital beds now occupied. Now, with the 4th of July weekend approaching, officials ask that you keep celebrations within households, preferably in front or backyards because of ventilation. If you are celebrating with family, you're asked to not have a big spread of food and certainly do not share utensils. Officials say that they really hope that this message reaches people in their 20s and 30s who don't seem to be listening and are contributing to the growing number of hospitalizations. Now, the lower numbers, the mayor reminding everyone to wear masks, wash hands, and stay home. He says not doing so is a recipe for infection, and adding that the most patriotic thing you can do this Independence Day is to heed the warning.
The current surge in the cases began almost exactly 14 days after the Memorial Day weekend. On Memorial Day in San Antonio, 79 COVID patients were in Bexar County hospitals. As we enter into another holiday weekend, now more than 1,000 COVID patients are hospitalized in our community. We cannot withstand a similar surge 2 weeks after the 4th of July. So this Independence Day, we are depending on you to help stop the spread of this deadly virus.
And to help discourage large gatherings, Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf reminding the public that city and county parks will be closed Friday through Sunday. We're live outside of City Council chambers tonight. Devin Clark, ksat12 News.
First at 5, Governor Abbott orders Texans to wear face masks as the state works to slow the spread of the coronavirus.
Here's what he had to say about the changes.
That is why today I am issuing a face covering requirement for all counties with more than 20 COVID cases. This safe standard requires Texans to wear masks in public spaces with certain common sense exceptions. This requirement is not.
This comes as Texas reports more than 175,000 cases across the state. Abbott also says people cannot be in groups larger than 10.
Here in Bexar County, the number of confirmed cases and people in the hospital is reaching record heights. Officials gave an update on coronavirus in our area a short while ago.
Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos joins us live. And Henry, what are they saying about the cases?
Aaron and Deborah, a very dangerous time. New cases today. We're reaching nearly 400 additional coronavirus cases. And on top of that, as you mentioned, those hospital numbers, they continue to soar well over 1,000. Now, hospital leaders say if this trend continues, listen to this, in 6 days, we could see 2,000 patients seriously sick. I want to take a closer look at these numbers with you. 375 new cases were reported, along with 4 additional deaths, bringing the grand total to nearly 13,000 cases. More than 300 people are really sick with the virus and are in ICU. Mayor Ron Nirenberg and Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf were joined by area hospital leaders. The message as we approach this holiday weekend, stay home. Though the biggest shock came when the news came in that Governor Abbott is making mask mandatory pretty much everywhere in the state. And this is something the mayor and the judge have been going back and forth with the state's top leader. The mayor saying it is about time.
There is going to be a constant effort to look behind us on the things that we could have done as a state, as a nation. We've got to stay focused on what we need to do going forward. So we'll count this one as a good step that the governor has taken.
Now, if you don't wear your mask out in public, you can expect up to a $250 fine on the second offense. The first time, you'll either get a written or a verbal warning. The mayor saying the most patriotic thing we can do this holiday weekend is listen to these very serious warnings. We're live downtown. Henry Ramos, KENS5, Eyewitness News.